So I start. No? Om Ajnanam Timirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanushuta Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpatarubhisya cha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jaya Udirayat Ashtaprayasatva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swanamiti Namine Namacha Chupadaya Nitai Kripa Padaya Okata Dhamadaya Navrahamtari Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shri Paschatya Deshatar Jai Sri Krishna Radha Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare. So we are welcome everyone for Srimad Bhagavatam discussion classes. We are doing the chapter 4 and from the first discussion topics that we had, I reached up to 11th topic, overlapping of the 28th round of 4 millennium. So that was done, which was in the shloka 14. Now I'm going to cover today, try to cover this next topic 12, 13, 14 from the first session. Anomalies in this age seen by Vyasadeva. Greatest philanthropists represent mission of Vyasa, Narada, Madhav, etc. Persons empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can initiate others into the transcendental loving service of the Lord. And the second session, the first discussion topic, the title is Suffering Humanity. The first one is Draw General Principles from Vyasadev's Dissatisfaction, which is continuation from Srimad Bhagavatam, this first canto, 4th chapter, verse number 32 will give us some general principle for Vyasadev's dissatisfaction, and also from 5.9, chapter 5, verse 9. So now we are anomalies in this age seen by Vyasadeva. That is chapter 4, and it is text number 16 through 18. text are the shlokas. So we have to see why um, Vyasadev could see this um, deviation and distortion and the decay of this age. What was the reason and what he could see. So here we see the 16th shloka. Paravaragya sa rishi kalena vyaktar ramhasa juga dharma vyaktikaram praptam bhuvi juge juge. Paravara, past and future. Paravaragya, one who knows. So Vyasadeva was like Trikalya. He knew the past, present, and future. The Atit, the Vartaman, and the Bhavishya. So he could see the abnormality. Anomalies can be explained as like describing as the abnormalities seen in the Kali Yuga. The 4 yugas, the last yuga which we are in, Kali Yuga, the standard is gone down. And this could be seen by Srila Vyasadeva. So we see the great sage Vyasadeva saw anomalies in the millennium. This happens on earth in different ages due to unseen forces in the course of time. So Satya Yuga, everything was okay as far as people were in goodness. It was out of the 4 ages, that age was still okay. People were practicing spiritual life, that meditation was the prime sacrifice in those Satyug days. And then when the Treta Yuga came, the next Yuga, then the goodness was decreased and passion and the ignorance, the Rajas and Tamas gun became very prominent slowly. And then during Dwapara Yuga, it was Rajas and Tamas mainly, and were very little of the Sattvic, Satagun. And then end of the Dwapara Yuga, we see when Krishna appeared, how the Kauravas, Pandavas, there was a this Kurukshetra war, and how there was so much disturbance, and Parikshit Maharaj was made the emperor of the world, and then he was saying this Kali has got in and was creating disturbance. So Kali Yuga, the illusory energy of Lord is very, very powerful. And in Kali Yuga, the goodness is actually nil. And more of Raja and Tama, that is passion and ignorance, is there. And then mainly people are in Kali Yuga, they are Shudras. We see our future leaders are all not coming from very high class families. So here we see that the great sage like Vyasadeva was liberated soul, and therefore they can see clearly past and future. Thus he could see the future anomalies in the Kali Yuga, and accordingly he made arrangement for people in general so that they can execute progressive life in this age which is full of darkness. But what arrangement did he do, Vyasadeva? He in Kali Yuga, the arrangement he made, he divided the Vedas into 4 sections, and then he added one more, that is Mahabharat, for the labor class, the Shudras, the Striyas, the women class. They can understand through the story type Mahabharat. They could understand the Vedas, the part of Veda. So Mahabharat, this also was introduced, and he made arrangement for the people in general to uh, have a progressive life in the material life, to have a progressive life, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So the Vedas gives a flowery process of the methods of karma khanda, jnana khanda, upasana khanda. All these things are there, how to do the sacrifices, and where we can achieve some punya and go to the higher planetary system, Sargalok and the other upper planetary system. And then he is saying here, the great sage who was fully equipped in knowledge could see through his transcendental vision the deterioration of everything material due to the influence of the age. He could also see that faithless people in general would be reduced in duration of life and would be impatient due to lack of goodness. Thus, he contemplated for the welfare of man in all status quo and orders of life. So, here he could see with his Divya Drishti, transcendental, divine vision, because he was not an ordinary person, Vyasadeva. He was the literary incarnation of Krishna himself, and he could see there would be so much degradation in material world because of the influence of Kali, because the Kali Yuga is designed for in such a way that people are going to do all this kind of heinous activity, the activities which are not recommended for the human society is going to be done, and then due to that there will be deterioration. What kind of deterioration? The world will face a crisis of food, scarcity of food. People will be short lived and they will have short memories. The intelligence is very, very poor, and the duration of material body in this age is reduced, and the land that produces sumptuous food, grains, in this age, it's all reduced. Why? Due to all the sinful activity of the people in the name of religion. And we, instead of the land having nice rain water, we are seeing, because of people doing all sinful activities, having so many factories, and this kind of technology is so vast now in the whole world that there is a global warming, and the seasons are all mixed up. There is no spring season, there is no winter season, there is rain or some, there is there is some kind of heat. We don't get proper winter, we don't get proper monsoon, we don't get proper summer season because of all this kind of activities of the human being that is going on in this world. And the cows are not giving sufficient milk because they're not fed properly. They are also given food that is not recommended for the animals to eat. In America, USA, they are feeding the cows, the meat, and there is so much slaughtering going on daily basis. So many lakhs of cows are killed in each state for people to enjoy the meat. And this is how we are seeing all over the world there is degradation of the human society, because and due to the want of all these necessities of life, um, they are struggling so hard, and that's why when they are working so hard, now naturally their lifespan is getting decreased. They don't live very long because they don't eat proper food. Somehow they will have some chai biscuit and then run to college, school, or to work. We have seen this. I've seen this in India very much. People don't have a proper way. There is no time for having breakfast, lunch, dinner, because the schools and the colleges, schools, whatever you call it, the work ethics are not there. They are just treating the people like animal, and we have to understand the leaders we are choosing, they are not up to the standard to train the people in a proper manner. So here we are seeing also that these are the some of the things that are we are dealing here, and people have got hypocrisy, kapatata, they are just cheating and in their dealings, whether it is a family dealing, whether it is business dealing, whether it is any kind of educational dealing. There is so many kind of kapatata, there is so much bribe, this, that. It's very, very prominent in this world. And all the transcendentalists, we see those who represent the mission of Vyasadev, Narad Muni, Madhav, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami, Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, etc. They are known as the greatest philanthropist. They are the actual people who are doing the spiritual work for the humanity. And the others, those who are doing the social work, all the philanthropists who are just doing things for their own selfish reason in material world, they are not, we don't follow them. We have to follow these great personalities. The materialistic people, they are having the same goal just like the spiritualist. The difference is that they don't guide people in a proper manner to come in relationship with the Lord, their eternal relationship with the Lord, and go back to Godhead. Go back to Godhead means we have to not remain in this world for dharma, artha, kama, moksha. How long we are going to satisfy our senses for getting elevated to some higher planet? Again we have to come back from higher planet. Also we have to come back to this earthly planet. Is the only platform to catch the flight to go back to Godhead. So we have to do devotional service, bhakti yoga, the loving service of the Lord. So that is, and Prabhupada also has given in Kali Yuga so much variety of, so much various diseases. People are like, he gave one example that in those days TB patients were very prominent in India. So that's why Prabhupada in his purport talks about that. And then we have, so here we have seen the anomalies in this age that was seen by Vyasadeva. All these abnormalities, the standard has been deviated, or no standard actually. People are doing whatever they feel like, and their leaders are also guiding them improperly. And now we have touched all this, and we have also covered these greatest philanthropists represent mission of Vyasa, Narad, Madhav, etc. So our main goal is to follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, Nam Sankirtan, that is the way of in Kali Yuga. We have to do the Nam Sankirtan, the japa of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and we have to follow these philanthropists like Vyasadeva, Narad Muni, Madhav. In the disciplic succession, we have got the whole chart, and our last acharya here that we understand is which is given in Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada is also mentioned, one of the acharyas that we are supposed to follow, because Krishna consciousness is so well spread in this whole entire world, in all the continents of the world. And there is the people who are totally ignorant have not come across Krishna consciousness, ISKCON, because Krishna does not reveal himself to everyone. People who are very, very degraded, they are they are suffering. Their suffering is also benediction of Krishna, because unless and until they come in this Kali Yuga, they come across some Vyakti, some person who is in devotional line of Krishna consciousness, then he will get a awakening from that person. Otherwise, he will be circulating in this world, coming and going, Janma, Mritu, Jara, Vyadi. Now we have this, the third topic is persons empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can initiate others into the transcendental loving service of Lord. So if you have the book with you, please go to text number 25, and there we will see some points from there. You can read at your spare time. Sri Shudra Dvija Bandhunam Treyina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhavetiha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Kripaya Munina Krita. Out of compassion, the great sage thought it wise that this would enable man to achieve the ultimate goal of life. Who is spoken here about the great sage is Srila Vyasadeva. So he will enable the human beings to reach their ultimate goal of life, and that is worshipping the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Thus he compiled the great historical narration called Mahabharat for women, laborers, and friends of the twice born. So now we see from here, the ones that are following this great personality, these are the person empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and can initiate others into transcendental loving service of Lord. So we understand from this shloka that prachar is very much needed. Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. So we are having a big responsibility in this world. And that main responsibility is that we have to preach about the transcendental loving service of the Lord. And whoever is following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it is the great science which has been taught, and the professor of this great science is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. He has given us the teachings, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he about the Bhagavad Dharma, about Bhakti Yoga, how we can practice this Krishna consciousness. And also he is the professor, not only professor, he is a person who can empower us. So if we are in the disciplic succession of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is our parampara, like Saraswati Goswami Maharaj is Prabhupada's disciple, Guru, and Prabhupada is the disciple of Srila Saraswati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada. So this disciplic succession, we have to come into Krishna consciousness, take proper initiation from them, and in the Krishna conscious movement. And when we are initiated, we have understood this tattva, then we are following the four regulative principle, and then we are also practicing our sadhana bhakti, that is waking up, starting from Mangalarati to the end of the day, all the curriculum that is given, just like a student is given all the curriculum, the syllables for their academic education. Similarly, we have the same degree courses here, but this degree course is going to get you out of this material existence and put you back in the in a proper order of your human life. And here now the second discussion, and after we get initiation, and then we are supposed to also become Shiksha Guru at least. We learn the tattva from from Krishna Conscious ISKCON movement. We join these classes. Right now you all have joined these classes. So one day you all are going to become the teachers of this Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So this is an ongoing thing, and this is not just getting an academic education and we are not given the facility to preach. No, we become also the teachers, not, and we don't feel very proud of, oh, we are become a teacher. No, that is, when you become a teacher, you become more humble, because you have got a lot of responsibility, and we have to do our work in a proper manner, just given as it is by the parampara. We follow the previous acharya. And now the topics, now the second session we will go to this is from the, as I had already mentioned, draw general principles from Vyasadev's dissatisfaction. Vyasadev had written so many Vedic literature, Puranas, Mahabharat, Vedas divided, and then there were professors of the Vedas. Each were given the in charge of each Veda. Atharva Veda, Shama Ved, Yajur Ved. These Vedas, they had again teachers in their line, and then they again divided. From under them the disciples and grand disciples, they had all the branches of the original Vedas. So everything comes from the original Veda. Nobody can surpass and say that this, they have in spiritual life they have got something which is beyond the Vedas. Every original source is the Vedic knowledge is coming. Vedas means the Vedic knowledge is coming from this Vedas only, and it is also known as Vedic knowledge, and also it's also known as the Vedas are the way of living our life, which was all imparted by Krishna himself to Brahmaji. The knowledge was transmitted to his heart. So from there we understand from Brahmaji, then Narad Muni, he became his disciple. And now Narad Muni is the guru of Srila Vyasadeva. This is how the parampara is coming. Now Vyasadeva is dissatisfied, and now his guru Maharaj, Narad Muni, he is going to point out why you are feeling this despondency, or why you are feeling dissatisfaction. So let's go to 4.32. Srimad Bhagavatam 1:4-32. Why was he feeling dissatisfied? Means he did not have any satisfaction. He was not finding any happiness after compiling so many Vedic literatures and Puranas. Why was he feeling like this? As mentioned, Tashaivam kilam atmanam manyamanasya khidyata Krishnasya naradabhyagat ashramam prag udharitam. As mentioned before, Narad reached the cottage of Krishna Dvapayana Vyasadeva on the banks of Saraswati, just as he was regretting his defects. And what is that defect? We will find out. The vacuum felt by Vyasadeva was not due to his lack of knowledge. Bhagavad Dharma is purely devotional service of the Lord, to which the monist has no access. The monist is not counted among the Paramahamsas, the most perfect of the renounced order of life. So Srimad Bhagavatam is full of narration of transcendental activities of Godhead. Although Vyasadeva was an empowered divinity, he still felt dissatisfaction because in none of his works were the transcendental activities of Lord properly explained. Here we are saying, here in this we are seeing that he had in his works, the transcendental activity of Lord was not properly explained. He explained little bit, but not the transcendental activity. So what is that transcendental activity? We know in Bhagavad Gita states that one who understands this, my janma karma cha me divyam, evam yoviti tatvata tyaktva deha punarjanma naiti mamiti. So Arjuna. So unless and until one understands the activities of the Lord, Lord Sri Krishna, he comes in a ordinary child form and he enacts humanly activities. Sometimes in Dwarka with his queens, 16,108 queens there in Dwarka. Sometimes he is with the gopis. Sometimes he is in Mathura. Sometimes in Gokul he is playing with the children there. Over there in Gokul he is growing up. So here we see his activities are all transcendental. He is not he is the cause of all causes. When he wants to display his leelas, his activities, he can do it anytime. His leelas are going on in all the Brahmandas, all the universes. It's not just in our here. When it is going here, it's somewhere else. His leela is going on. So we have to understand he is simultaneously one, and again he is different also. He is in this world and then he is in Golak Vrindavan. So that's why we have to have a transcendental vision through which we can understand. The Divya Gyan has to be there for understanding this Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam, his activities. His activities, his walking is Madhuram, his tilakam is Madhuram, Madhuradhita Pate Akilam Madhuram. So Krishna's everything is glorious. When he is stealing, his stealing is also Madhuram. So we have to understand what is that, why he is not called a thief like in material world. To understand all these things, we have to go to the acharyas to understand this meaning of these things. So here, now we go to the 5th chapter, text number 9. We will see further why Narad Muni felt dissatisfied. Yatha dharmadayascha munivaryanu kirtita na tatha vasudevasya mahimahi anuvarnita. Although great sage, you have very broadly described the 4 principles, beginning with religious performance. You have not described the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. There you go. So, it is a lesson to us, not to Vyasadeva actually. It is to us, this lesson. That if we are going to be stuck with Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, which does not touch mainly the devotional aspect of the Lord, then we will always Dhanandehi, Janandehi, that's all we will worship. And here Narad Muni is saying that he diagnosed his disease of Vyasadeva, why he was dissatisfied, because he did not glorify the Lord. And this Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha people will, Narad Muni said, come on, my child, by just doing all this Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, what are they going to gain? They will just be focused on this demigod worship only. To get this, they will worship this demigod. To get this, they will do. So this Purushartha, 4 Purushartha is not the Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So when you are liberated, what is the actual liberation? You have to come to Brahma Bhutas Prasannatma na sochati na kankshati sama sarvesu bhuteshu mad bhakti labate param. So that is the stage Narad Muni is saying. You have to teach the public how to get self-realized, come to that Brahma Bhuta stage where they can start their devotional activities, the service of the Lord. and it has to be uh, gradually it will become priti purvaka, very in a very loving devotional service they will come. So our Narad Muni is the master of our devotional service, and he is now telling Vyasadeva, he is recommending to him, I have diagnosed your main problem where you are not feeling satisfied, where you are feeling all this voidism, you are not happy because you have not glorified the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now you have to start educating the public with this Srimad Bhagavatam, and where you will glorify the Lord. His Leelas are going to be there, all the pastimes of the Lord. The whole Srimad Bhagavatam is glorification of the Lord, and about the Leelas of the Lord, and how the yugas, every yugas are coming and going. So Sarga, Visarga, Poshanam. We will come to that in the second uh, canto of this Srimad Bhagavatam, where all the 10 subject matter that we are going to discuss, starting from Sarga creation, uh, then how it goes forward. So devotional activities is the main purpose of human being. So from Brahmabhuta stage, when person has done all these other Vedic uh, activities under the other processes, he comes to a stage where he is doing his bhakti, is starting his bhakti. He does not lament, na sochati na kankshati. He is not happy when very excited, happy in the sense with material gains. He is not excited, and he is not lamenting, he is not crying for what he has lost. For him everything, he has come to the stage of equanimity. Means for him a stone, a gold, a diamond, they are all at the same level. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti labate param. This is the stage one has to come, and then this is called the stage of self-realization, or Brahma Bhuta stage. After liberation, which is the last item in the line of performing religiosity, etc., one is engaged in pure devotional service. So here I end my discussions, because there might be some comments here or questions. I like to take some comments and question. Sorry we did not have a class. Last Saturday was Janmashtami, and it was a very blissful celebration over here in Dallas, Texas, in USA. We had over 10,000 people over here celebrating Janmashtami at our Radhakalachandji temple. So if anybody has any question or want to discuss something about devotional life, most welcome. Hare Krishna.
I don't think, Hare Krishna, that was very nice class informing us about how degraded this Kali Yuga is. So
there is no question, you mean here? Nobody, only few of them have joined, like they said. Okay.
So uh, we are going to now next class, from next class, we'll try to see if we can give the
Hare
class
Krishna,
in
Maharaj.
Bengali language. We'll discuss about that. Otherwise,
Somebody
uh,
is there online, looks like. Anybody
Hare
has
Krishna,
question?
Maharaj.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Maharaj. Just I joined this class very late now. I am in duty. Still I
Okay.
have some time to join the
Hmm.
class. One thing I asked you, if some person is attached in the devotional service or some is attached in the
Can you go a little slow, please, Prabhu? Because, yeah. Uh,
Hare
can you
Krishna,
go
Maharaj.
slowly say it? Yes.
If some person, any person, is attached
Uh,
with the devotional service of God, uh, uh, and some is doing preaching, preaching that means Mataji related to preaching work. So which
uh,
is the best?
hmm. So, what is the question, Prabhu?
Which service is the best?
Preaching or doing your devotional service? Is that the
Yes,
question?
that
Okay.
yeah. Preaching that means he is related to the mandir, temple seva, prasadam seva, any other thing which is the part of the
Yes,
temple.
yes. Yeah, yes.
And the one
You
which is
have to.
for Krishna.
No, you cannot leave one service and do the other one. You have, in order to preach, there is a time for going out for preaching. So you have to first do your own devotional service. You know, like when you are going in the flight, you have a some lady has a baby in their on their lap, a very little infant baby, you know. So she, if she is trying to pull the, I mean, put the seat belt on the baby, the air hostess will tell you, first tie your belt and then the, you know, take care of your baby. So this is uh, we have to know that in the morning hours we have to do our own sadhana bhakti within the time that has been allotted to yourself, that you have scheduled yourself because of your work or your I don't know whether you are in the university or you are working now, whatever it is. So with your work schedule, you, whatever the time you are setting for yourself in the morning, uh, or whichever time you have selected, so you do your bhakti first and then you go out for preaching. But if the temple people calls you, okay, they phone you and say that we need some people to come and do the preaching with us, so immediately you go. That time you don't have to say, oh, I did not finish my own devotional service. So time, place, circumstance, okay, you have to keep that also in your mind.
Okay, Mataji, fine.
Hmm.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for your question. Okay, you have any question?
no, I
Tamarti?
just wanted to mention that we
Yes.
will. I wanted to
Yeah, I have
mention that.
heard. We have heard that. Okay. So
Or
you talk to the Kalyani the department and settle with what you, and then I will just go with that, whatever is decided. So
okay,
since there is nobody, no questions, and also I think we will end here.
okay.
Okay
Lord
then.
Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, पतित पावन गुरु महाराज की जय।
Pancha cha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.